Ah, rocket-powered lifts. Maybe we should have some of those. Those wouldn't be dangerous at all. I mean, most of our buildings aren't even big enough to have that shit. Oh, hi. I guess I need to kill the bugs! Yeah. Oh. Oh no. They're having spasms. Jeez. Oi! Oi! There. He took a lot more hits than I thought he would. And boom. All the bugs are dead. Now I hear that power up, but I can't get that one yet either, so I'll just get my first energy tank. Whee! Health. I mean, this game does have a lot going for it over Metroid Prime 1. I mean, there's the obvious gameplay updates. It's got more power-ups. It's got... To be honest, though, I did prefer the environment designs of Metroid Prime 1. They just felt more... I don't know. Metroid Prime 2 is very drab. It's got a very consistent color palette, but it's very drab. And Metroid Prime kind of demonstrated the diversity of biomes on an actual planet, with all of the different places like the desert ruins and the rainy, lush overworld and the fiery depths of Magmore. Even though it kind of didn't make sense for it to be right next Fendrana, which was all icy and shit. Like, although in real life I suppose you do get volcanoes in frigid areas, but it just seems kind of weird, you know. And of course the fucking horrible phase-on mines, but let's forget about them. Here we are, desert area. I think lore-wise this used to be like pastures and grasslands, but when that meteor hit, it just became a shitty sand place. It's weird though, like, there is one thing that really annoys me about Metroid Prime 3. It's there. I remember there were scans and such in Metroid Prime 3 that say both Aether and Talon 4 were hit by their meteors only 50 years ago. And that just doesn't make fucking sense. Like, you go to Talon 4 and that shit's been fucking decaying for ages. That was definitely not 50 years ago. That was like centuries ago. So that seems stupid. And with the amount... I mean, life on Aether has clearly evolved for the changes in the environment. So 50 years doesn't make sense for this either. I mean, obviously a war doesn't go on usually for more than a century. I mean, there was the 100-year war, but that was, even that was like stop-start. So yeah, just doesn't make sense that this all happened 50 years ago. That's not very long. So yeah, they kinda screwed up on the lore department there in Metroid Prime 3, but most people don't go around with their noses in every bit of lore. Ow. Now, Excuse me while I destabilize the natural environment with missiles. And murder everything that dares stand in my way. That's the boss. A statue of it, at least. Fucking, what's it called? Can't remember its fucking name. It's, me something. Fuck it. I mean, this game does definitely have better bosses than the first Prime game. By a long shot. I mean, like, seriously? Fuck the Omega Pirate. I hate that boss. It's the worst boss in the entire series. Oh, hey. Oh, that's another weird thing about the Prime games. The Space Pirates get a redesign every fucking game. There's no consistency. Like, in the last game, they were, like, almost reptilian. In this game, they're clearly, like, kind of insectoid. And in the next game, they're these weird cyborg things. There's no consistency. I mean, this game clearly has it closest to what they are in the 2D games. They're clearly insectoid in the 2D games, but here, I don't know. I mean, I guess I like the variety in design, it's just not very consistent. It's difficult to explain. Lore-wise, at least. And fucking Other M had to come in with shit like fucking cyber pirates, ooh, and shit like that. Basically, Other M is a fucking pile of trash. But everyone says that, so yeah. I'm not gonna beat that dead horse. Well, I will, but I'm not gonna do it rampantly. I don't know if I'll ever play Other M on this channel. I mean, it's a decent game. It's a shit Metroid game, but it's a decent game, I guess. Even if it does have some really glaring design flaws in stuff. Oh, hi, mini boss time. Whee! It's weird that, you know, I don't know why I even started speaking there, because I didn't have anything I was going to talk about. So I just opened my mouth and said shit. Yeah. That was weird. Anyways, let's kill the big old... Hey, stop farting out my bombs. I want them back. Pretty fucking easy boss, but it is a mini boss, so... yeah. That's another thing. This is much better mini bosses than the first Prime game. I mean, did they even have health bars in the... No, they didn't. They didn't have health bars. Only the bosses had health bars in Prime. So yeah, this was kind of the first game to introduce mini-bosses. Which is cool. Kind of a staple of Prime. I wonder what changes they'll make for Prime 4. I mean, currently we still have nothing but the fucking title and knowledge that it's being created. I am a bit concerned that Retro isn't the team working on it. I would really like to know who the fuck is making Prime 4, because...
Laying on the wake, staring at the
you know, it's weird handing off something that's been in Retro's hands since like fucking, I don't know, forever. And Retro is working on something. I don't know what it is. No one seems to know what it is, but it's something. I guess it could be another Donkey Kong, but that, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's been in the works for quite some time now. Maybe it's in development hell. Gee. That'd suck. I wonder if Retro actually did make anything before Prime? Was Prime their first game? I'm not that familiar with the history of the company. Is it a company? Yeah, of course it's a fucking company. What the fuck am I on about? Jeez. No time for lore. I am floating man. I salute you with it. Aisha. Elsha? No, it wouldn't be a capital L. Unless his name is... No, names are never lowercase. But then again, these guys are weird, so maybe. Oh yeah! That's a core part of this game. Find keys to access... I mean, like, if you wanted, you could go to the boss fucking straight away, but instead you have to collect the keys. Whereas in Prime, it was... Oh, pardon me. In Prime, it was pretty much dictated by your power-ups. I don't know, that feels kind of more fluid, but... It is interesting looking for the keys. Until you get to the end game. Ugh. The Sky Temple key search is worse than the Kozo artifacts, because at least with the Kozo artifacts, you know, you could start collecting them before you actually needed them. But with the Sky Temple keys, nah, you can't even start collecting them until you have the Dark Visor. And you get that at the end of the second area. So that's pretty late into the game to start collecting them. And most of them are hidden in areas where you need the light suit in order to get them. And that's very end game. Like, jeez. Let me just snipe these poor shits. Yeah. Ah, blue, blinding blue. Right. Ah. Let's see what's in here. Missiles. Right. Where do I go first? Oh shit, where are we? Ow. Yeah, I need space jump before I can go there. So I need to go find that, portal to the dark world. At this point, I think Mario is the only mainline Nintendo franchise which doesn't have a dark world. Like, Kirby has one, Link? Legend of Zelda has one. In fact, Legend of Zelda has several. Ah, shit. For a moment there. Ah, shit. The Wii remote is, calibrated itself weirdly. There we go, that's fixed it. Of course Donkey Kong doesn't have a fucking dark world. It has an ice world. I should play Tropical Freeze at some point. I have the game, and I honestly think it's fucking rad. So yeah, that's something I could play at some point. Have I played any platformers on this channel? I don't think I have. I mean, what have I played? I guess you might count AM2R as a platformer. I don't know, are the 2D Metroids counted as platformers? They must be, right? Yeah. Yeah, Tropical Freeze is... It's a great game, it's also fucking difficult as shit. Like, Jesus Christ, it's tough. That would probably take me a while. I wonder if they'll port it to the Switch. I mean, I don't have a Switch yet. There's not enough games right now on it for me to justify buying it. Because Breath of the Wild does not interest me in the least. Odyssey alone isn't enough to get me to buy the console. And the rest of the games are pretty much just Wii U ports or stuff. I'll definitely buy it once Bayonetta 3 is out and Prime 4 and definitely the new Smash. I really want to hear some more news about that Smash. I want to know what design Samus uses. I probably won't ever main her because historically her character's never been very good. Well, the armored variant. Zero Suit Samus has always been pretty fucking top tier. More bugs! I must carry out my duties. What a way to go. Get him fucking bombed to death. Vicious. Savage. Huh. Convenient sunshine. Now, if only solar power was so efficient. Ooh. It is a portal. A portal to the... Hey, hey. Okay, it's happened again. There we go. Just takes a little bit of fiddling. It's a shame it doesn't have an automatic calibration like Skyward. That's another game I should play. I don't own it, but I could definitely buy it. I mean, I don't think it goes for much. Most people don't like it, which I don't understand the hate for Skyward Sword. But that's something I can leave for if I ever play through it. This is a Metroid playthrough. I'm not going to be talking about fucking Legend of Zelda on it. I guess Fusion is the kind of divisive game in the Metroid franchise. I mean, everyone hates Other M, so it's not really divisive, but Fusion is the divisive one. I like Fusion personally. I think it's a very good game. But some people just hate its linearity. Like, I don't care if a game is linear or non-linear as long as it plays well. Unfortunately, most open world games do not play well. They usually end up sacrificing gameplay for their massive worlds, and it makes them kinda boring. Like, honestly, the only open world game I've ever played that has managed to grip me is You know what? I actually can't think of one. Well then. I'll put that little topic on hold until I can think of one. If there is one. There might not be one. Like, seriously, the market is oversaturated as shit with open world games right now. Kinda like how, the movie industry is oversaturated with generic movies. Like, fucking Black Panther, which everyone thinks is fucking amazing, but, nah, it's bad. I went and saw it in the cinema just because. And, fucking hell, that first action scene is so bad. You can't tell what the fuck is going on. And the story is predictable, the villain's trash. They kill off the only compelling character in the first third of the movie, which, I mean, shit. This isn't really the place to go on a rant about Marvel's generic stories, but wow, it's bad. New enemy, guys. It's a Ing. I like the design for these guys. It's very it's not insectoid. It's kinda, I don't know what you'd call it. It's almost, it's just alien. It's really, really alien. Like, you can tell there's something that just shouldn't be. Oh look, it's a dark beam door. Yeah, that's something people don't like about this game. It is a valid criticism. But personally, I don't mind the ammunition system. I think it makes sense. Since all of the technology in this game is Luminov, not Kozo. So it makes sense that the power suit wouldn't really know how to manufacture everything. So it makes sense that you need ammunition for the guns. Even if it does mean that the fourth beam weapon is pretty much useless. Like, I never use Annihilator Beam. Light Beam? Yeah. Dark Beam? Yeah. Or Annihilator Beam? Only if a puzzle requires it. The beam combos in this game are kinda useless too. Oh yeah. It's time for the next mini boss. It's Jumpy Boy! If you couldn't tell, he likes to jump. He also stole my boots, so let's fuck him up. Give me my boots, bitch. Jumping around like a fool. How am I missing? Maybe I should use missiles with this guy. Not while he's down here. He's easy to hit while he's down here. He is not good at aiming. He also has quite a bit of health. He's invulnerable when he jumps. His jumps are just too powerful. This is the more tolerable of the Inguardians. There's only 2 in the game. But, oh great, he's gone to jump phase. This is fun. He will do nothing but jump. Nothing else. Just jump. It's annoying. Ah, shit, getting low on missiles. Come on, man, stop it. Come on! Stop there! It's easier just to auto-aim, not lock on. Come on!
Nope!
That's dead, right? He's dead! There we go. He must have had like 0.1 health or something like that. Anyways, that's the space jump boots back. Huzzah. Now we can double jump. Again. It's weird, these were one of the later power-up, well, not late, kind of middle game power-up. Now they're early game. Not that I mind, I like having mobility options. I think that's one of the most enjoyable aspects of a game, just the mobility. I like being able to enjoy moving around. It's something I really like in Kingdom Hearts 2, for example. Like, geez, that has so many motion options. It's just so fluid. It feels fluid to play that game. And that's something I really like. Here we go. This is the boss arena. And you can see the boss right now. But we can't get to him yet. Now, there is a dark temple key down this way, I think. Fairly certain there is. Yay!